Welcome to the Public Pool Podcast. This is Jack O'Shea. I'm here with my wife, Michaela Pascal O'Shea. We just celebrated our 2-year anniversary.
Yes, we did.
But more importantly, we were
okay.
on the drive and we passed an Arby's.
Yes.
Roast beef centered fast food establishment,
Not
which
theme.
Not themed, but I mean, what's their theme? A hat or a boot? What is the Arby's?
I think it's a cowboy hat. I think it's a cowboy hat.
But they're not like a cowboy restaurant.
Is Arby's someone?
I was always told Arby's stood for roast beef, RB, but it doesn't. That's right. That makes
like
so much
an
sense.
M&M situation.
I told so many people throughout this great planet I kept on furthering that misinformation.
I kind of wish that you just told me that lie because I like that better.
I know
than whatever it could have been.
You, for a brief second, lived in a world.
I did. I lived in a beautiful world.
A beautiful, beautiful world where that was the case, but apparently it's not. I think it's named after like Tim Arby or something.
You know, I haven't had like Arby's enough in my life to like fully know their menu. I assumed that they had more than just roast beef because they say that they have the meats.
Yes.
So I feel like they're not trying to put themselves in a box.
But like their Big Mac, their like Whopper is a roast beef sandwich.
Okay.
And their like quarter pound with cheese is a different roast beef sandwich. Like it's roast beef.
I like that it's like fast food sandwiches though. Like I don't know.
It's great.
Because I just assume like you think like all fast food is like majority burgers,
Yeah.
you know? But yeah, I guess I never really give it a chance because sometimes I'm in the mood for a sandwich.
It's one of those things.
I went through a drive-through freaking Jimmy John's the other day.
There was a drive-through Jimmy John's?
Yes.
Is that the one near us?
Yes. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll do it. And I was like, why didn't I just go to Arby's at that point?
Why wouldn't I just go to Arby's? That should be their new slogan. By the way, we are not sponsored whatsoever by Arby's.
But we could be.
But we could be, and we'd welcome it because I'd certainly eat tons of Arby's. We talk about this all the time. Like, I know that I've said it before with like Mountain Dew, and Nickelback's a really good example of like things that you think are good, but you're kind of embarrassed to be like, you know what, I really like. Like there's an argument. I have to like really kind of, almost probably meet with a therapist to dig down deep, find this real part of myself where it's like, Arby's might be my favorite fast food.
Okay.
And I'm like afraid, I'm embarrassed to say that out loud.
There's shame behind it.
There's like weird like third grade shame where it's like, ew, you like this?
Because there is that connotation to Arby's and
where
that's
it's like,
not
ew,
fair.
Gross. Why?
I'm going to just say that's not fair. And because I've even had that knee-jerk reaction before, like Arby's.
Really?
But why?
Arby's? Why?
I haven't taken a moment to look inward and think, why is my reaction to Arby's blah?
And
clearly this chain has been around for so long. It's good.
And the fact that you still see Arby's, because with the way people talk about them, and then, I mean, I can't remember the last time anyone I have ever met have said, I just went to Arby's. Yeah. I don't know who is buying things, but clearly they're still in business. So there must be this sort of like silent few.
My uncle always gets Arby's.
Which uncle?
Uncle Scott.
I could have told you that. I could have just guessed Uncle Scott. Yes.
And I think you should live in your truth because you know what? You're already a Nickelback fan.
Yes. But it took me a while.
It took you a while to like be out and proud about it.
And proud.
Oh, I didn't know you felt shame at any point.
I don't want to act. Oh, of course I felt shame. We all felt shame. We felt hidden.
Yeah.
We were basically, I would say it was probably even worse than what the LGBTQ community went through.
Yeah, probably.
I think it was worse.
I think
I do. I think it was worse. The Nickelback fans, there's weirdly like, okay.
You guys are the next movement.
We were the next movement. Arby's is the next movement.
Arby's is the next
Arby's is what trans was to gay, where it was like, this is next. Arby's was to Nickelback. Okay? Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not going to tell you you're wrong.
Because you can't, because you know it's true. And there are gay listeners. Our gay listeners right now are like, he's right.
He's right. They're the ones suffering in silence.
He's right. It's an equal amount of persecution.
Equal.
That's what they're saying.
Yes, they get it.
Man, you want to know why it's even worse? They haven't even legalized Nickelback yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Legalize it.
Legalize Nickelback.
God.
We should make shirts that say that.
Yeah, legalize it. We were driving past it.
We were driving, but I was going to say too, and Mountain Dew is one where I feel like it kind of goes over people's heads because it depends on where you live.
Yeah, I was going to say Mountain Dew doesn't feel shame in my head. If
you live in certain areas, it's like, well, yeah, everybody's drinking Mountain Dew. It's like fucking water.
Yeah.
But there are other areas where it's like, really, Mountain Dew?
I do associate, and there's no shame for the Mountain Dew drinkers because I haven't had a Mountain Dew in years, but I used to every now and then.
Yeah.
I do associate the image of someone holding a Mountain Dew in their hand.
You paint a picture.
The person who has it in their hand does have a shirt that does say fart loading.
Yes.
Or like don't unplug my video games or something like that.
So,
but I love him for it.
So let me tell you about the LGBT history. There was a moment, the first like pride marches that basically came about because it was like the whole idea of like the gay people were ostracized and painted as these like, you know, it was the gay panic stuff of like, well, the gay people were really evil and disgusting and all this stuff like that. And then the movement started with like, hey, you know your neighbor who's awesome, who takes in your trash cans when you're not home? Mm-hmm. He's gay.
Yeah.
And he painted a new picture.
You needed to see your neighbors.
You are the bad people in that story. That's how you're picturing Mountain Dew fans.
I am.
I'm a Mountain Dew drinker. Is that shocking? Does that scare you? Does that scare you? Okay. But yeah, you pointed out the great, because then I said to you when we were driving, and again, we're on the way to our anniversary dinner, and I said, roast beef just gets really bad, has like a bad connotation to it. It
does, because they got stuck with the vagina sitch.
Yeah.
Or people compare vaginas to roast beef, which both of them fair.
Which is
both are beautiful.
To which both are beautiful, both are delicious. This is our best episode we've ever done. And I also point out too, it doesn't really make a ton of sense because the layering of like, look at Jimmy John's, look at any turkey sandwich. The way what they do with the turkey is what they do with the roast beef. Why does roast beef get stuck with us?
Yeah.
You know?
What?
Why?
It could be any deli meat.
Any deli meat.
Pick a deli meat.
A corned beef?
Yeah.
It could be ham, a corned ham.
Oven roasted turkey.
Sure.
Yeah.
Something, and literally go to Boar's Head, the greatest deli meat makers, and it's just vaginas.
Yeah.
The whole thing, if you layer them, they're vaginas. And roast beef and Arby's got stuck with it. It's not okay.
It's not okay. But yeah, we did have our anniversary dinner last night. We were going to a Brazilian steakhouse, which we've been saying for years. Like, we need to go to a Brazilian steakhouse because you and me, we love steak. We love red meat. Like we love
the meats.
We love the meats.
Arby's slogan.
Exactly. It was exactly. Why aren't we eating there more?
Yeah.
And we were on our way there. We passed an Arby's and we were like, what if we just cancel our reservation and go to Arby's? What if we just went to
Arby's? Because they got those, looks like the commercial, the steak bites, they bring them out. Man, we
need to try the steak bites. Why hasn't anyone thought of that instead of just chicken nuggets, steak bites?
Because they're cowards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably the worst cut of meat ever, but I'll give them a chance.
I mean, Arby's is good. Arby's they've got the meats.
They do.
By the way, it stands for Raffle Brothers.
Oh, like RB, and then they did the Arby's.
Yeah.
Well, it should be roast beef. You know what? I'm okay with living in that world.
Yes. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, Dunkin' Donuts changed their name to Dunkin'.
Yeah.
People change their names all the time. They could change the meaning.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think so too.
You know? But yeah, those steak bites commercials, every time I see them, I'm like, I hope it's a good deal. I hope I get enough steak bites to fill me up and it's not like the Dunkin' Donuts. Like Dunkin' Donuts has the most delicious things in the world. They're these like everything bagel balls filled with cream cheese.
Oh yeah, bagel bites.
But they're like $5 for two.
Oh.
And I just, in this economy,
no,
I can't do that.
No.
That should be like 10 for $5.
Yeah.
You should be 50 cents a ball.
I agree.
Not like $2.50 a ball. I'm not
because it's
I'm not made of money here.
Like at the Taco Bell, their cinnamon bun little bites things too.
Yeah.
Cinna Delights.
Yes. Oh, I mean those things.
Those are great, but those are also kind of pricey too.
If you get them, those ones though, they at least offer you can get like a 12-pack, and it's like it becomes a little bit more economy.
I used to do that before high school. Sometimes I'd go through the drive-thru and I'd be like, I'm just getting a little 12-pack, and I'd eat them at school. It's great.
Man, how much does it suck getting older and just starting to realize like if you did that now,
I can't do that.
your day's over.
It's
over.
I couldn't finish that. Before I would contemplate maybe I should get 2 of these.
Oh, speaking of that. We haven't talked about Halloween yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was my next point. We missed last week. We tried to film in our costumes.
Yes.
And I literally these lights. I was already on had a headache all day, and then I think these lights just sped up, and I got a migraine. Which I'm not someone who suffers from migraines. Thank God. If you do, I feel so bad.
But you do have a history of them. You just haven't in a long time.
I don't. I'm not,
used to, or your mom does.
My
Maybe
mom gets them, but I'm not someone who gets migraines. I probably have a migraine once or twice a year. Like where it's like a thing that happens to me, but not enough to debilitate my life.
Yeah.
And I feel so horrible for the people who have to go about life dealing with those.
Which is beautiful because migraines are one of those things, to me, at least this is how I've always looked at it, where people who don't have them or have never had one, it's like panic attacks.
Yeah.
People who have never had, or honestly like hives.
Yeah.
People who've never had them they underplay how bad it is. They're
yes.
like, you have a migraine, I have headaches all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not the fucking same thing, buddy.
No.
It is like you should not be allowed to drive when you have a migraine. You can drive with a fucking headache.
Yeah, you can drive with a headache. I literally, we were like trying to film sports gossip and I literally started seeing stars or like spots like in my eyes. I was like, oh my God, I'm like blacking out. And then I was like, I'm so nauseous. My head is pounding. Like my eyes were like throbbing from the lights. And then we like had to be done. I immediately puked and I like had to go like lay in a dark room.
Yes.
Which I had like a 2-day migraine, like it's so annoying. But I finally started to feel a little bit better on Halloween. But it was still like I still wasn't feeling fab. I think I had a little bit of the flu.
We've been sick a little bit here and there for forever.
Yeah.
I have an autoimmune disease and every now and then my immune system is shot.
Yes.
And what happens is I get really sick and fortunately you don't catch a lot of whatever I get really sick with, but I do pass stuff on to you and we just end up being kind of sick for the entire winter.
Yeah.
And you married me and literally part of the words are in sickness and in health. So like, suck it.
There's a lot of sickness.
You can't get out. You can't get out. There's a lot of sickness. I'm technically always sick.
You technically are always sick.
I do have a disease.
Yeah. No, you're always having flare-ups of everything.
Everything's flaring up all the time. You just got to manage the flare-ups.
But I was like, okay, I was feeling a little bit better on Halloween and I was like, we are doing this. I bought the king size candy bars this year.
Yes,
I was like, that is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
I was so excited. It was really hard to get the attention of the kids in our neighborhood. I don't think they realized our house was like open.
So we live in a neighborhood where I love it. I love these one neighbors. They literally go all the fuck out for Halloween.
Yes. Oh my God.
It's awesome.
It's crazy.
They're the Halloween house.
Yes.
And across the street from us this year, we had a guy who didn't really go. I think it was just a guy or maybe just the dad. I only saw one adult male there who, while he didn't go as all out, he put up some decorations and he basically put out a table and he sat at the table, which was just basically like, okay, so you know they're open for business and then you know the Halloween house is open for business.
Yes.
We had these little adorable little ghosts.
I bought them at like a Walmart for like $9. Like they were like the most rinky dinky. Like I was like, we need something outside to be like, it's Halloween.
We basically what our neighborhood looked like was a shopping center where there's a fucking Best Buy.
Yeah.
And you don't notice that there's the Ross Dress for Us right next to it until 10 years later. Like, why don't you go to Ross? You're like, where's there a Ross? It's like next to the Best Buy. It's like, I never noticed it. We were the Ross.
Yes.
So in our Ring doorbell, we were like, motherfucker, all these kids keep passing us.
I was like, oh, they're coming. And then they would like go past our house. So I was like, no.
Yeah, no.
I bought 90 like candy bars.
I like, it's weird to describe it, but like, I kind of like low key, like my heartbeat was going faster because I was like, no.
Yes. You went outside and you started to like put out some like extra light stuff.
I was doing anything
you went outside,
I could.
Then you did the thing where you waved down a group of children. Try like, not to be creepy.
Oh my God. I now feel bad for anyone who's ever offered anyone free candy with good intentions. Because I was literally trying to offer children candy with good intentions. And I was like, it was so uncomfortable because I couldn't say, hey, we have candy.
Yeah.
Or hey, I have candy. I mean, I had to say we all the time.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm married because otherwise it's a lot scarier.
Yeah.
I have candy. And then they're with their parents. And like, I mean, if I was a parent, I'd be like, yeah, I know I'm with them, but this is a flag.
Yeah.
But we waved at the kids. We had the big candy bars. They eventually started coming.
Yes. We had a couple characters.
Yeah, you want to break down the characters? Because I don't know if I could. I feel like I could put them in order.
I'm trying to think of, like where to even start. So there was, like, it started, and at first I had one little, like my first trick-or-treaters were these two little girls, and I was like, okay, take one. And like one took one, and then the other one started to take like two. And I don't know how to say no to other people's children.
And I absolutely do.
So I was like, okay. Like she left with like 3 king-size Hershey bars.
Honestly, I was a camp counselor, and I've worked with kids a bunch. And when you're coaching baseball, children with bats, you learn pretty quickly how you can say no to them. You can't swing. Stop.
I know.
Stop.
I used to be good at it, but now I feel like parents are just so fucking sensitive about everything that I'm like, oh my God, I just don't want to deal with like parents.
Yeah, no, you can't. So we had them. So we had a number of groups that were really cute. And you're right. Basically, the youngest kids went through the same two issues. One, either not understanding that they could grab candy when we're offering it to them, or thinking this was an all-you-can-eat buffet and being like, let me take all this shit. And those were really cute. But then we got to the characters. You missed a couple of, or maybe I was just the one talking to them. There's like this weird trend now where it's like 14 or 15-year-old boys who don't even dress up and come around. And I'm like, you're a problem.
You know what?
I would kind of talk shit to them. I know you're not even dressed up.
And I agree. I'm like, you do have to dress up if you're going to trick or treat.
Yeah.
But I think I do kind of like that they were willing to do it, because at that age, I was way too embarrassed to ever try something like that. And at that age, you are more likely to be like getting in trouble on Halloween. So I'm like, you know what? I guess I would prefer them to be well-behaved minors going door to door getting candy.
My problem wasn't their age. It was that they didn't dress up.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because they were willing to do it, but they weren't willing to put on a wig, a hat. Two of these guys came up and I said, what are you supposed to be? Yeah. Like I kind of gave them I kind of dressed them down a little bit, and they saw we had the king size candy bar, so they weren't going to leave. And they were like, one was like, we're rappers. I was like, no, you're fucking not. Yeah. This is how you dress to go to school, you punk.
Yeah.
Like, this is like, that's just the chain you wear.
Yeah.
This isn't you being like, you're not a rapper here.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. And then we had, we were doing it like a lot, because at first we were like, these kids aren't even gonna, like, there wasn't that many people, because the year before we had so many people. So then we started just being like, yeah, like take a couple, like we were like, whatever. Because I was like, I do not want these in my house, because I can't eat a full candy bar. That's different than eating the fun size. No, you could eat 3 of those. I can't have full size candy bars in the house. But so we started telling the kids, like, take one for your parents. Yeah. And there was like one mom who came up with like a stroller and a little kid.
Oh my God.
And we were like, you take one too. And she grabbed one.
No, as she's reaching, goes, now here's the thing. I am allergic to nuts. And she grabbed we had Hershey bars, and we had Hershey bars with nuts.
Yeah.
She grabbed the one with nuts. And so I started to say, we have them without. And she goes, I take an allergy pill. And I was like, she must love nuts.
I was like, because she said that she developed it as an adult, the allergy. And I was like, that sucks. Have the taste and then have it taken away.
While it sucks, is there an allergy where you'd be more okay with being like, and forget the fact that nuts are in everything. I know it's extremely difficult, but like, is there an allergy where you'd be more okay with being like, I guess I can go without almonds the rest of my life? I could go without almonds for the rest of my life. I'd be fine.
Without the risk factor of the like everything has nuts, but with the I'm willing to forgive that taste.
You're right. Forget the taste of almonds for the rest of my life. I'd be fine. That's way better than being like lactose intolerant or gluten intolerant.
Oh my God.
One of those things, or like,
people who are allergic to eggs, like
those things, that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm fine with not having a Brazil nut.
Yeah.
I rarely do. Oh, I can't have walnuts?
They're always mentioning these Brazil nuts. Everyone's allergic to those.
They're giant.
I've never had a Brazil nut.
Have you seen a Brazil nut?
Yeah, I picture them as large.
They're like the size of, they're not actually, I'm exaggerating, but they're huge.
They're huge.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, they're okay. No. They're okay.
But yes, we allergic to that mom. And then we had, this little boy who was like 9.
Yeah.
He comes up to the door. We're the house, or every single time we open the door, all the kids go, because we have the full size candy bars.
Yeah.
It makes the kids so excited.
Yes.
We open the door, all the other kids around him were like,
yeah.
This kid walks into us.
This kid, we open the door, he takes 3 steps inside. He's now standing inside of our house.
You have to step up into the house.
It could not be a more beautiful autumn night.
Yeah.
The weather was perfect outside. It was not chilly. It was not too warm. It wasn't raining. It was literally a perfect autumn night. And he was like, getting himself out of the cold. As
you were opening the door, he was like, all right, came in.
Came inside. Stood next to me. So he's basically, I'm holding this, tray of candy, and he stood next, he walked in and turned around. So he was basically looking the same direction I was. He has my vantage point.
Yeah.
And his first thing he says is, so already he's bold.
He's already asserted his dominance.
First thing he says is, you guys don't have Kit Kats? So let's break down why that's fucking crazy. Why that's bold to say. There's a million candies. I mean, we didn't have a lot of stuff. We didn't have nerds. We didn't have nerds. We didn't have nerds clusters. We had nothing of the Wonka
Dude,
family.
the funniest part was
what?
We did have Kit Kats.
We did have a Kit Kat before. But he comes in, he says, oh, you didn't have a Kit Kat. So already this kid's entered my house and is complaining. He has notes for us. He then goes, okay, I'll have that one. And then I hear it in his tone where it's like, it doesn't end there.
And that one.
Goes, I'll have that one and I'll have that one. And I stopped him. I said, you get 2. So you get fucking 2. And you get the hell out of my house.
You know what though?
What?
He's going places.
I don't know.
That kid is taking what he wants.
That kid's going to get hit at some point in his life.
Yeah, but that's okay. But he's going to get further in life because he's going to be that person that's like, you know what? No, I'm going to take this job. I'm going to do this thing. He asserted his dominance in every way he could.
I don't know if he's either gonna win big or lose big.
Yeah.
It's very high highs or very low lows. He might be the CEO of Google. Or he might be a deadbeat pretty quick.
Yeah.
He might be in trouble for breaking and entering, complaining that the house he's robbing doesn't have as much stuff as he like to the owners and then taking everything. It was the fun. And I would remember like, I wish we had a recording of my face.
The second we closed the door, we both were
we were dying. I was like, what was that?
I was like just a little boy in a Ninja Turtles costume walking into your house. And then I just thought, does he walk into every single house?
I was like, are we the first or the last? Like I do love that kid. Like I love his kid. And I love the chutzpah.
Yeah.
I love the chutzpah.
That's why I was like, just him being like, oh, you don't have Kit Kats? Like every other kid was like, when we opened there was even a family that came to our door that they arrived.
So that was my favorite family in the end. So we knock on the door and we opened it and there was 4 of them, 3 girls and a boy, each one larger than the last. And when I say large, I don't mean tall. This was a heavyset family. This was a portly family, stout.
They were also
sturdy.
They also were older. They were not.
I couldn't tell how old they were.
They were
because they were very overweight especially for children.
But they were tall. They were like.
I agree. I thought they were older too.
They were. I think.
I was going to put them at 13, but apparently I can't guess ages.
Well, no, I actually would say that maybe the youngest of them was 13.
Okay, yeah.
I would say that they were like 13 to 16.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Okay, 13 to 16.
I was like, already interesting.
We open it. You had the way, what some of the children said too, you're right. Because you opened it.
Because they were talking to me like adults.
They were eye to eye with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple. Like there was another young girl who I think maybe recognized us because she was like.
Well, that girl was 20.
But then
the little Asian girl?
That's what I thought.
She was like fucking 20.
But then her older sister came behind her. She was like, this is my older sister. And her older sister, I think she had said like, I'm 15. And I was like, wait, what? So I don't know.
And I thought that those were like 20-year-olds who were with their younger sibling who was also trick-or-treating. I was like, that's fun. They're in costumes. They're doing it with them.
That's what I also thought of her because she was talking to me and I was like, this is an adult.
The point is we have no idea how old anybody who's come. We have no idea who they are, where they live, what they're from. Like none of that. But we know that when they're dressed up, I like it. When the teenage boys aren't dressed up, I need some effort. I'm going to be giving you something. I need something in exchange.
Yeah.
I want to be able to guess what you are.
Yeah.
I want to look at you and I wanted to make me happier because it's Halloween and you dressed up as this unique character.
Yes.
Put a little effort. But anyway, so
this other family.
So this family of Augustus Gloops from Willy Wonka basically show up.
Said with love.
Said with love. No, but like
yeah.
But like they're
said with love. Keep going.
You know when they're like, the boy looked like the kid from The Friend, from the movie that I've never seen that you love, where the book, it's like scribbled on like note paper. It's like a cartoon type book, but it's not. But it's like
Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
The Friend from Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Rowley?
They looked like Rowleys. They were a family of Rowleys. They came in. She said, king size kid. I haven't had these in forever to you. And she said to you, like, you're making my night.
My year.
You're making my year.
Yeah.
Which to me was like, that's a real big red flag. Like this family needs to.
Well, I was like, all right, girl. But then the best part about them was as they left.
We realized this wasn't a family walking from house to house. Their mom was in a minivan.
And
they were driving between houses.
They were pulling a mailman where they literally were going house by house in the car.
They were doing this by mail. And by the way, did you notice their bags? Full to the brim.
Oh, yeah.
We were their 5th like neighborhood.
This was sport.
This was for sport.
Yeah.
This is the night of the year.
Yeah.
You're not missing this.
I know. I'm curious what their strategy was. Like they clearly were like, Halloween is like our night, you know?
I wonder if they even are from the area.
Probably not. They probably did the thing where it was like they go to this neighborhood, then this one.
They're like, this neighborhood starts early, 3:00. We'll hit that first.
Yeah.
And we'll work serpentine.
I'm sure they're like, oh, and then this neighborhood over there, like they're the rich neighborhood maybe. So they have the bigger this. And like, I'm sure they have that like locked down.
But the point is they got a fucking haul.
Yeah.
And you made her year.
I made her year.
By having
just realizing
larger candies.
Them leaving via car.
Crazy.
That was the funniest thing. I was like, oh my God.
Like, you guys are literally like a caricature. You are what mean people describe you as. It was crazy.
I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like that's how like Europeans imagine Americans.
Yes.
Because they loved it. Like it was like that exact moment where I was like, oh no.
Could not have been nicer people.
Oh my God, the greatest. That's why I was like, with love.
And they had dressed up. We loved this family.
They dressed up, yeah.
But
I hope they're back next year. But we also had, we at a certain point, our dogs were like losing their minds upstairs because I was like, I'm not going to deal with them barking at every single person. So I just put them upstairs. And then at a certain point, I was like, they've been up there for a while. So once we were almost out of the king size candy bars, I was like, we're just going to put all the candy in a bowl. Because we also had like fun size ones too. Yeah. We're like, just put it in a bowl, put it outside. And I was like, let's just call it a night.
Yeah.
I'm done answering the door and we're going to watch a movie. And then I saw these two. I had the first moment where I was like, these punk ass kids. It was these.
I get irrationally upset at those videos.
I know. I was like upset too. Like only, and then so these two punk ass kids roll up. One of them pulls up his backpack on his front. He's one of those kids.
Yeah.
He's a teenager.
Yeah.
And he's
like the kids who weren't dressed up as anything. I was like, if I wasn't here, they would have taken her a lot.
And he had a fuck ass haircut too, where it was like it was very retro for the times, where it was long and like almost like emo skater boy like circa 2010. So it was like this kid basically looked like a bully in a movie or whatever.
Yes.
And I see him, he is picking up stuff. He sees there's a couple king size candy bars left and he's like, he's picking them all out. And then he waves to his friend and his friend comes rolling up and they both just start shoveling all the candy from the bowl
fucking
in their
assholes.
Bags so quickly. And then then they leave on their bike or whatever. I was like, these punk ass kids just like cleaned house. And then I saw what made me so sad was a little girl comes up a couple minutes later. Yeah. They're picking up the candy off the floor.
It's not a victimless crime.
Because there was like candy spilled all over the floor because they were like rushing. Yeah. And she was so sweet. She's putting the little candy back in the bowl. And I was like, oh my God. But I was like, these two punk ass kids. I was like, if I see them in my neighborhood on their bike.
I have like, when I see this stuff, I have fantasies about like opening the door and be like, drop everything.
I thought about it, but I was like, it's so not worth it for them to like haul ass and like trip on our property.
I think it'd be worth it. I'd be like, I have a recording. All I did was open the door.
Yeah. But we also did on Halloween night, we watched Sinners, which I was like, we never got around to watching that after it came out.
I have takes.
I was going to say, I think you have my favorite take of all with this movie. I liked it.
I loved it.
I thought it was a great movie.
My hot take, and I said it 5 times throughout the thing. One, this should have been a TV show.
Yeah.
I wish this was a 10 hour long, 10 episode TV show.
Build this world.
Build this whole world.
Yeah.
They didn't even need the vampires. I could have just watched them build a juke. Yeah. For a whole movie. Like they basically had the get the crew together thing, which by the way was like way longer than a typical get the crew together.
Yes.
Montage. It was like the Ocean's 11, like who are the guys we're gonna get thing. They had that for the first hour and a half, and I was like, you could cut now and be like, done. Wait for Sinners 2.
Yes.
And I was like, I can't wait to see what happens tonight. But the vampires thing, where I was like, it almost felt like it was great, but it felt like I was like, it's not even necessary. Have Sinners 2.
Yeah, but that would have been so out of nowhere if they had built this whole thing. And then Sinners 2, they were like vampires.
I've been thinking about that the entire time. Like, how would I basically turn this into 2 movies? And it's like, because the first movie, you have to decide, okay, is the first movie the enemy vampires or the Ku Klux Klan? And it's the second movie, which one's the first movie, which one's the second movie? Because your problem is, if you don't have vampires in the first movie, it's crazy in the second
one. You can't spring it on you in the second
and if you have vampires in the first movie and they're not in the second movie, you're like, this is way lower stakes.
Yeah.
But I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, just you saying a couple minutes in, you're like, I don't think they need the vampires.
I was like, I'm in already, and there's very little suggestion of vampires coming.
Yeah. I think my favorite part about it was, So I asked you at a certain point, I was like, what is this rated? And you were like, it's rated R. Because I was like, they kept cutting away from the violence, actually.
Yeah.
Which I was like, interesting choice.
Yeah.
Which I was fine with. But it's like they really did cut every time.
Every time it was like, oh no, something horrific is about to happen.
Yeah. But man, they'd love to talk about some cooter.
They used words.
Because that's what she said, right? She said cooter or no?
Coos.
Yeah, coos. That's what I was thinking.
Which
my coos.
My coos. Something I've never heard. I've just never heard it referred to as that.
I'm going to start saying it.
My coos?
Yeah.
Man, I know. I get so uncomfortable with different slang for different genitalia.
Yeah.
I'm like really limited when I hear certain things. I'm like, oh God, like just it. So that was probably the one thing where it's like didn't bother me at all watching the movie. But like if they had just kept on bringing up coos, I would have been like, I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
This conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I liked it.
I didn't want to like.
It's been out for a while, so
I thought that fucking Haley Steinfeld turned into a vampire really early.
Yeah.
I just assumed because she was like the, one of the two female leads of the movie. Mm-hmm. She was on the poster and shit. I assumed she was going to be like in the final fight.
Yeah.
But pretty quick, it was like, no, she's the first one.
Yeah.
I can't get out of my head too what's the kids? Is it Will or Billy or Bobby?
I'm so bad at remembering names, character names.
Blues musician who it turns out the whole thing was about him. When he opens up the door and the Irish vampire guy flies and goes, Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy.
I love it.
Yeah.
I loved that. They also played like my favorite song ever, Wild Mountain Time. A song that should be more well known.
I was going to say, because I never heard it before.
Good Irish folk song. There was the moment where you and I, the movie ended, but then it didn't end.
Yeah.
And the movie ended like 4 times and then just kind of kept on going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the movie could have ended with Sammy. His name is Sammy.
Yeah. Sammy, yeah.
Okay, his name's not Billy or Bob, it's Sammy.
You're right.
I literally was just describing the scene. What's his name? And then
we're like, Sammy.
Sammy. It could have ended with him being like, no, I'm not going to stop playing guitar.
Yeah.
Over, credits. But then you cut back and now he's going to kill the Ku Klux Klan, which is great. And then you're like, okay, now it's over. But no, because then all of a sudden they cut to 1992 and I was like, I really did liked the end of how they, like what they showed us and what they told us.
The final scene was unnecessary.
But it didn't really feel that necessary where it was kind of like, it felt kind of like do you know who he turned into? Albert Einstein.
Yeah, like that's, yeah.
But then it does tell you the like.
But also I was like, he was already old.
Yeah.
And then how many years later, he's still just old.
Yeah, he's still really old. I don't know. I loved it though.
Yeah.
I thought it was an awesome movie.
It was a great movie.
You know, though, it did seem like a movie where it was like better in theaters.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the one scene where like music can make you see the past and the future, it all comes together.
Yeah.
And they start showing like hip hop and rock and roll and Prince.
The evolution of music.
That one, I think in a theater would absolutely floor you.
Yes.
But on our TV, I was kind of like, this feels like weirdly like kitschy.
Yes.
Feels like almost kind of corny where I'm like,
yeah, there's certain scenes that are made for the big screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else on your docket?
We were just talking about the new Ryan Murphy show.
All's Fair.
All's Fair is coming out.
Which I think I'm going to maybe pitch we start that tonight.
I'm so down.
Yeah.
It's coming out or it came out already a little bit. And we were talking about how like, it's got like a 0% Rotten Tomatoes, but people have watched it are like, no, it's like legit good. And the reason why it is 0% is because Kim Kardashian's in it. And she just has the largest hate club in the world, totally unnecessarily. But we were talking about where you were like, there's this one picture of her in it and she's a lawyer and she's wearing like butt cleavage pants.
Yes.
At a law firm.
Yeah.
And you were like, it looks like she's selling Sunset. She's on Selling Sunset, not working for a law firm. And you were like, it's crazy that that's what people on Selling Sunset are fucking like.
Yeah. Like if you're unfamiliar with Selling Sunset, it's on Netflix and just look up just look up some images of like scenes and you'll just see that they're wearing the most insane, like fresh off the runway designer clothing that is made for red carpet and not for function. And like where they're like, and then there's arrows coming out of the shoulder pad, you know, like stuff that make it, you can't sit in it. But they're like, I'm going to wear this.
And I said, yeah, because they're real estate agents and I've been on this earth for 32 years and I still don't know what real estate agents bring to the table. Like, I get that they're the ones who are like the middleman, but like the amount that real estate agents make. And lately I've been hearing like pushback of like, actually, they don't make that much. The percentage is usually only like 3%. I'm like, 3% of a $10 million house is pretty fucking sick.
It's a lot.
You're looking at $300,000. For what did you do?
Because it made sense back in the day where it was like, you need to go to someone to be like, what are the available properties?
And you need to then, the people who are selling go to be like, my property's available. But even then though, it was like, put a sign out.
Yeah. Now it's kind of like, well, I just look up on Zillow.
Yeah.
And like, and it's like, you just want someone to be the car salesman, like when they show up to be like, and look at the features of this house. I guess it's someone to answer questions, but
that doesn't feel like that crazy of a job.
That feels like that could be information that's like uploaded. And I'm like, thank you, I could read it.
The fact that the women on Selling Sunset are able to be probably some of the highest earning real estate agents in the world, I think tells you enough, because I don't think any of them are very good at their job necessarily.
No, yeah.
They seem like really fun gals.
Yes, they do.
They seem like people I want to be around, and people who, when I'm buying a house, I love to imagine that people like this are in the house.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to be around the people on Selling Sunset.
No,
Maybe.
I'm talking less. I'm talking about in the eyes of the gajillionaire who's trying to buy property in Beverly Hills. They're a different person than we are.
Do you know who I really don't want to be around? Is the weird little bald twins that own the real estate firm.
Yeah, the pimps. They're pimps.
The Oppenheimer guys or whatever. Like they're like these weird little identical twins.
They're 5 foot tall.
Yeah.
On a good day.
And they just ball out having these like gazelle off the runway real estate agents, which honestly quite the business model.
It's the oldest business model.
Yeah.
They're literally pimps.
Yeah.
And they're like, we bought property and we're going to flip it to this new American citizen from the Middle East who has, don't ask where he got his money.
Yeah.
But he's going to buy it from Rebecca.
Yeah.
Rebecca's looking good.
She's looking good.
Rebecca just broke up with a guy who used to play for the Rams.
One of Nick Cannon's baby mamas is on that show.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So if you know what real estate agents do and why they get the percentages they get, please let us know.
Yeah, please. Because I feel like we're missing.
I'm missing something.
Missing something. I do have a little bit of a public plea for help.
Okay.
So I'm now getting into my sports era here as we've done this podcast. And you have allegiances very strongly to two teams.
Yes.
And which doesn't leak over into sports gossip. You're very impartial.
I know.
You care about the facts.
It's very easy because my teams suck. They're the New York Giants and the Washington Nationals. And my teams suck and they've sucked for so long that it's hard for me to, I can't be, like, that can't bleed into the sports gossip.
Yes. But so you love the Nationals for baseball, the Giants for football. And we're loyal to them. And I'm loyal to them because I'm with you.
And when they were successful, I'm happy, and you like when I'm happy.
Yes. And when we first started dating, it was like the Nats were like really a foundation to our relationship.
Yes.
So it's like, I actually care about them the most.
Of course. They mean something.
And so I actually am a true fan of them.
Yeah.
The Giants, I haven't really seen them in their highs. So I'm just kind of with you for the ride.
It's coming.
And you were born into it.
I was born in Long Island, New York. And when we moved to DC, my dad was kind of like, you can kind of switch teams. The Nationals came really quick. Because people will always be like, well, why would you switch from the Mets to the Nationals? I was 10. I was in Little League when the Nats came. Mm-hmm. They did such a good job of getting people my age to switch over. I'm talking like Nationals coming to my Little League and being like, we have a professional team now. And me being like, they're my team.
Yeah.
That's why
that's so exciting. Of course. But so, and it's like, you keep up with all sports. Like, you know everything, but your least followed sport. I guess the sport that you watch the least is basketball.
Yes.
You don't really have a team. You're technically a Wizards fan.
Similar level of success.
But your heart's not in it. You don't really care.
No.
How the Wizards do. Like, you've never really been. So for me, I think I've decided that basketball is open for me.
Yes.
I think I get to pick a team.
Yes.
But I'm from LA, so it's like, it feels kind of bandwagony to do the Lakers.
And you shouldn't do the Lakers.
I actually don't really want to pick a team that's like, and they always win. Like, honestly, that is kind of why it's like, and the Dodgers don't really appeal to me.
Yeah.
It was, it's fun. Like, oh, it was in LA. And it was like, oh, yeah, but the Dodgers it's the Dodgers.
You kind of feel guilty if you join a winning team.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for basketball, it feels open for me.
Yes.
And so I'm looking for help from the public.
Yes.
Help me pick a basketball team.
Who should your team be?
Who should I be loyal to?
Who should you be a fan of?
Because, so here's what I'm currently thinking.
Yes.
So I was thinking maybe the Clippers.
Okay.
Because they also are an LA team.
Yeah.
And nobody picks the Clippers.
Yeah. While everyone's zigging, you're zagging.
And I kind of like their color thing they got going on. It's very like retro. Mm-hmm. I like it. It's clean. But I'm not sold. And then I've kind of thought to myself like, well, Megan Thee Stallion's now courtside. Do I want to root alongside Megan Thee Stallion?
Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe that's an option. And then I'm like, Nicki Minaj has referenced Steph Curry a couple times in her song. So maybe I should follow him.
But that's the Warriors, and that's a similar bandwagon situation.
Yeah. So I just don't, there's a lot of options.
And you are completely open to any NBA team.
I'm completely, even if the Wizards want to scoop me up, I'm completely open to the Wizards. I'm open to anyone.
But they need to sell you. Fans need to sell you.
I need the fans or the teams to sell me. Who am I going to root for?
Why should you root for this team? Because once you settle down with a team, that's for life.
I'm going to be in.
Yeah.
I'm a very loyal person. And so this is a big decision for me.
And you will spend money on their gear.
Absolutely. I will rock your shit on the pod.
Absolutely.
I'll put your sticker on my car.
Yeah. So basically, who wants her loyalty? Who wants your attention?
Who wants me courtside?
Sell yourself to her.
Yeah.
Why should she be a Bucks fan? Well, we love Milwaukee.
Yeah, we did go to a Bucks game, and I thought that was so fun. And you know what? Nicki Minaj also did reference Giannis.
Yes. Why should she be rooting for the Memphis Grizzlies?
Yeah.
Why should she be rooting for the Orlando Magic? Tell her. Tell me. Tell us.
Like, I need you guys to sell me. I need you guys to tell me why it's a good fan base. Even if your team isn't good, I don't care.
Yes.
But I need reasons why I should join your fan base. So sell me.
Basically, which team should you root for?
Yeah, this is a decision I'd really like to make. Like, this is...
Yeah.
How far are we in the basketball season? Where are we?
Just started.
Okay, just started.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have plenty of... I'd like to make a decision for this season.
Yeah, basically come December or come 2026. Or maybe even just come to playoffs. Like just at some point, you're going to have your team. We'll announce the team, and you're going to be loyal for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So
this is a big decision. So
high
that's
stakes.
why I'm not taking this lightly because all the other decisions were kind of made for me, and I'm here. But I don't know. Basketball's open for me.
Basketball, you're open for business with basketball.
So I don't know, girls. I would like to be a fan of someone.
It's fun being a fan of somebody. Yeah.
I would like to have someone to look forward to. So that's my plea to the public.
Are you ready for sports gossip?
Hit me, sister.
Okay, so today I'm going to teach you about the AFC West by telling you which Taylor Swift era they're currently in.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so the Kansas City Chiefs are in their reputation era.
The revenge era.
Exactly, which is kind of crazy when you think about it because like the Chiefs last season literally had the best record in the NFL and the best record in Chiefs history. Meanwhile, Taylor Swift is coming off 1989, which was the number one selling album of the year came out and the number one selling album in literally all of Taylor Swiftery.
Okay, so why do they have a chip on their shoulder?
Well, because the season ended with the Chiefs getting absolutely embarrassed in the Super Bowl. And then obviously Taylor Swift just started getting like embroiled on all those like stupid tabloid controversies.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, like the Chiefs starting the season slow and Taylor taking like a 3-year hiatus, like that didn't help. But
then she dropped Reputation.
And the Chiefs dropped 30 on Detroit. And like literally ever since then, like they're like the scariest they've ever been. Like it weirdly feels personal to them right now. And it's like, I don't know, they might not be the best team in the NFL right now, but like I do not want to play them. No team wants to play them. Like they're no longer America's sweetheart.
They've got a list of names and you better hope yours isn't underlined in red.
Okay, so the Denver Broncos are in their 1989 era.
Thriving.
Like Taylor coming off red, the Broncos came into the season with like so much hype.
Sky high expectations.
And like so far they've lived up to the hype. I mean, they literally have the best record in the NFL right now.
In 1989 is like topping charts.
But the question is, are they actually that good or is this just a nightmare dressed like a daydream? Because like their young quarterback who they were absolutely smitten with at the end of last season, outside of a few fourth quarter comebacks, like he's been very clutch. Outside of those, he's been, shall I say, shaky.
Oh my God, hopefully he could shake it off.
Okay, now the Los Angeles Chargers are in their fearless/speak now era.
Love that.
Like Taylor, the Chargers are clearly loaded with talent. And like, don't get me wrong, like they're winning games, they're successful. but they still haven't met their full potential. Mm-hmm. Because like Taylor with Joe, Jake, Taylor, John, and Harry, it feels like every week there's a new boy on the injured list.
Divas are going down everywhere and no one's talking about it.
And finally, the Las Vegas Raiders are in their Red era.
Oh, yeah?
So just as Red was like a big genre change, the Raiders did a total makeover in the offseason and brought in a brand new coach and quarterback.
It's like the Raiders got bangs.
But like in hindsight, the Raiders fans should have known that they were trouble when they walked in because like Red, this album, this season is all about heartbreak.
It's a feeling the Raiders fans know all too well.
And so there you go, the AFC West in their Taylor Swift eras.
Yeah, do you want to talk World Series at all?
Yeah, I was going to say, so basically like, so the other thing I want to talk about too is like right now, because I've been thinking about this. So all these like new like analytics have come out.
You love data.
I love data. And the big change is right now, this season, Major League Baseball like blew the NBA out of the water. Like as far as like TV ratings go, which is crazy because that has not been the trend.
No.
Basically, football has been going up like the freaking NASDAQ forever.
Yeah.
Football only gets more popular every single year. And it doesn't even like jump up or down or at all in a year. It's just like, no, it's football fucking kills it. Basketball has been rising a ton lately, except for like the last 5 years, it's been kind of dipping. And
I was gonna say, I feel like I only ever heard of it kind of falling off.
Because it jumped so much from like 2010 to 2020. And then now it's like, okay, what's going on with basketball? They like legit are freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, but also too, they're just paying their players so much money.
Right? Paying their players so much money, but there are fewer players. Like,
I guess that's true.
The basketball business model is starting to not really make sense.
Yeah.
But baseball, for the past like 4 years, has gotten so much popular. And this year it took like a really big jump. There's a million reasons for it. But right now I like read this one comment that I then just really started to think about more about, where it's like the difference between like baseball versus basketball versus football. And the reason why baseball, like, I think because it's growing a ton with women.
Yeah.
Baseball is like a book that you read.
Okay.
Where it's like, unlike basketball, where it's like basketball's really quick. You know exactly what's happening. It's like, oh my God, there's a slam dunk. Oh my God, I made a 3-pointer and we're done. Mm-hmm. Baseball, it's like, if you watch it from the start of the season to the end, it's kind of like a book where it's like, it's slower for sure, but you get so much more like in depth with the characters.
Yeah.
Like there's so much more backstory that comes from like a single baseball season.
Yeah.
With like a higher payoff usually.
Yeah, you're world building. It's a slow burn.
It's literally a world building sport.
Yeah. Which
allows people to get like way more personal, where it's like I'm a diehard New York Giants fan. I couldn't name every single player in the 53-man roster. I could name well more than most could, but like even I can't. But like for the Washington Nationals, like it's rare for there to be a season where I don't know every single player and their entire backstory.
Yes.
Because like there's a lot of backups who don't play in football. In baseball, every player gets up to bat, for like 2 to 4 minutes at a time, 4 times a game. And during those 2 to 4 minutes, the announcers are just talking about Miguel Rojas.
Yeah.
The 9th hitter who played like a couple games in the World Series.
Yeah.
Dodgers fans know everything about Miguel Rojas and they remember his game-winning hit in June.
Yeah.
Like that seems to me, I think, like to be the real selling point right now with baseball, where it's like, if you do get into it, it's like really rewarding, like a book.
Yeah.
Whereas like basketball is more like a soap opera where it's like, it's kind of the same thing every day.
Yeah.
Something crazy happened, but when something crazy always happens and then they immediately move on, you're like,
it's the norm.
It's the norm. I guess it's not really that big of a deal that she cheated on Julio with Michael because everyone else seems fine with it immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that was just a realization I had.
No, it's interesting. Yeah, because it's very interesting now with like you were telling me, it was like this was like the most like watched World Series
since like the 70s,
which is crazy.
When there were 4 fucking channels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Japan's in now, which is awesome.
Well, so that's a part of it where it's kind of like people do need to take the World Series ratings with a grain of salt, because right now the whole baseball world is just fucking celebrating.
Oh yeah.
Because they're like, oh my God, we're the second most popular sport by a significant margin. People aren't really watching basketball that much anymore. And for the reasons that I'm saying, where I'm like, it's the same thing again and again and again throughout every single game. Mm-hmm. Like it's hard to get. One of the biggest stories from last week was that Austin Reeves for the Lakers has been playing really fucking well. And that's a shocker because he's usually kind of a middle of the pack guy. It's not that enticing because it's like, oh, he scored 40 points. Usually he only scores 18. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
They're going to play again in 2 days. And he'll score 24. Like you can't get that up for things. Baseball, it's because it's such a slow burn. The build up It's like weirdly nice.
Yeah.
Like a book. It's like relaxing with a book, which is something that baseball's been trying to push for a while. There was like relax to baseball. I'm like, we're not golf.
Yeah.
It's not fucking golf, dude.
Yeah. Relax to baseball.
People have bats and they're hitting shit at each other. Like people get hit by, it's not golf.
But it's pretty chill though.
It's pretty chill. It's definitely more relaxing than basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I saw this video of a little boy who he went to bed during the final game of the World Series.
Oh my God. You see his dad?
What?
So the one where his dad woke him up?
The Blue Jays fan? Yeah, and he had the baseball glove on. And you were like, sorry, buddy, like the other team won. He said, there's always next year.
And you know what's really sad? And this is for all of our fans who were rooting for the Blue Jays, which is basically everyone who was rooting for the Blue Jays except for...
We were rooting for the Blue Jays.
Of course.
Yeah.
The Dodgers are the evil empire. They're what the Yankees used to be. They're the dynasty. You always root for them. So one of like the things with the Dodgers, though, are they're the most stacked team I can ever remember in baseball. Like it's kind of crazy. Like Shohei Ohtani is obviously the greatest player ever.
Yeah.
And we've gone over why that is. But then also their 2 and 3 hitters, Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts, are also like, there's a case to be made. They're top 10 players in the Major League Baseball as well right now. So you're the best player ever. And then 2 former MVPs, recent MVPs in their own right, just behind him, being overshadowed by the greatest player ever. But then it's like, it's just absolutely bananas. And they have Will Smith. They have this great pitching. They basically are a funnel from this country of Japan. All the best players in Japan now want to play for the Dodgers. And you don't draft international players. They might make it so that you have to, because it's going to be unfair because the Dodgers get their pick of the litter of the best players from an entire other country that's really good at baseball.
Yeah.
But right now, the worry for baseball is, because it's like as high as it's ever been, is that it seems like there might be a lockout coming, which a lockout is when the players and the owners always have like these bargaining agreements.
Okay.
And it seems like there's about to be one, because the owners are about to be like, we can't pay. Most teams can't pay what the Dodgers are paying, but it makes it really unfair.
Yeah.
And the players always want to make more money. Anyway, we'll talk about that more as it comes.
Yeah.
Just because it could get a little hairy. And when it does happen, we'll do a full breakdown of it.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, we're going to take off our headphones actually, because there's a weird buzzing noise. So I feel like we're naked without headphones. Oh my God. Also, isn't it so nice this week? We're not in costumes.
It's lovely.
I like forgot to be grateful about that. As fun as the costumes were, that was actually like quietly really hard.
It's like really a bitch.
Yeah.
It's like a bitch. I mean, especially some of them was like, wigs were fucking crazy.
Yeah. I think when we did Wicked, it was like that. We were like, we have to cut this.
Wicked was one too far.
Yeah.
Wicked, we went too far.
You ready to do the skinny dip?
Let's dive in.
First up, we got RIP. Ridiculousness is canceled after 14 years.
No, Rob.
I love Rob Dyrdek.
I love Chanel West Coast.
Yeah, Stilo Brim. We're huge fans in this house. Actually, Chanel West Coast left the show a little while ago. You're a fake fan. You would know that if you watched.
Can I tell you something? Never seen an episode.
Yeah.
Never seen one episode.
I always kind of thought maybe I'd get on that show for some reason.
You could have done it on the show.
I could have. I should have like asked.
We'll bring it back.
Yeah. Let's bring it back.
I could be Rob. You could be Chanel.
Well, I'm just worried about what's the future of Rob Dyrdek, you know? I'm a huge fan of him. Like, that was like me growing up. Like, he was such a huge person in my life.
Yeah.
So I'm always rooting for him. But he's got a beauty queen wife. He's got some kids now.
Rob will be fine.
Rob's fine.
Rob has about $100 million in the bank.
Yeah.
Rob's life's really good.
You know, like that question people always ask where they're like, if you could like sit at a table, like have a dinner with like anyone dead or alive or whatever, like I would always add Rob Dyrdek into that dinner.
That's so funny.
Because
that is the funniest person you could add.
He is low key, amazingly successful.
Oh,
He's
he
had
is.
Such a long career. He's low key where it's like he stays out of the news. He's not like unliked by anyone really. He's just kind of a guy. Yeah. He does all the right things where it's like he takes hosting jobs. He takes consistent work.
Yes.
He's done like 2 or 3 reality shows where it's like, it's just consistent filming. He's game for whatever. And then he'll host a show like Ridiculousness. And it's like, like he is really good at just making consistent career moves.
And he wasn't even that good of a skateboarder. Like he was a good skateboarder, but like
he's a personality.
He became like, he took the skateboarding career and became like a huge personality.
Yeah.
But that sucks. It's over.
So it's over. So I don't know what MTV's going to air now.
Reruns. It's just gonna be reruns.
That's true.
I think they're like, I think we have enough reruns.
Yes. The next we have Kendall Jenner just celebrated her 30th birthday in the Caribbean.
God, I feel old.
I know. She celebrated with her family and a lot of her friends, including the Biebers.
Oh, the Biebers came. Dinner with the Biebers.
I believe I was trying to figure out, was like, where does she like have her party or whatever? Because it's like they're on an island. From my research, it looks like she had it was like on a private island. It was Tommy Hilfiger's private island that I believe is $125,000 a week. It
was on Tommy's Island.
It's on Tommy's Island.
Tommy's Island's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Everyone should go if you can afford the $125,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's his private area in the I don't know if it's his island, but he owns a big portion of something in that island.
That's awesome.
People magazine named Jonathan Bailey as Sexiest Man Alive for this year.
Who? Yeah. Wait, who's he again?
He was the guy from Wicked who was like low-key character number 3.
The Prince?
Yes.
Oh, he's handsome.
Yeah, he was also in Bridgerton. I believe he also is the first openly gay man to win this.
About damn time.
It's about damn time. They're sexy too.
Yeah.
In fact, they're usually more sexy.
They know how to dance.
They know how to dance. They know how to dress. I thought he was an interesting choice actually, because I feel like they've been picking a lot of people who are like super duper established.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
which is kind of boring.
A less relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I actually kind of like this choice for that reason, where it was like, it actually did feel more relevant to like the year or whatever. And it was like last year, where was it John Krasinski last year, where it was like, the fuck has John Krasinski been in like this year? It just kind of felt like, oh yeah, he's a guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's funny. Like, I just like this type of conversation because it's like the Oscars. Every now and then, like, you look through like the Oscar winners, you're like, oh, well, this was a pretty weak year.
Yeah.
So like, that's why this movie won. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, Jonathan Bailey won. It wasn't a very sexy year. It wasn't a very sexy year. The competition wasn't that sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dua Lipa has gotten into the celebrity skincare line. So she's dropping her own line with AB Science.
Ooh.
And it looks like it's going to be a higher end brand where the price points are between so far $40 and $80.
Everything she does is really good, so I'm excited.
It's very intentional, everything she does. So I have faith in her.
Yeah.
I think it'll actually be like a good line.
She's got like the same hit rate as like Pedro Pascal. Like I trust Dua.
Yes.
Yeah. Tom
Brady reveals that his dog is a clone of his other dog that had passed away in 2023.
Very Nathan Fielder of him.
Yeah. Yes. It feels very rich people shit.
That's the richest person thing. That is the next level rich person dog thing.
Yeah. I mean, when you're that wealthy though, it's like,
why not?
Why wouldn't you? I mean, the argument is to probably save some dogs, but when you're that rich, you're like, my beloved dog, I'm going to clone it. This dog I absolutely love, and I will be shattered. Hopefully he lives forever. But science is getting better. He will live forever.
I don't know if I would clone him. I don't know if I would.
We have low-key a bad dog.
He's a bad dog in a very small body where he can't do anything bad. But he does not have good intentions most of the time.
I know. We were talking about this the other day where I was like, Goose is so funny because he is... I love him. He's the funniest dog ever. He's literally the sun, the moon, and the stars.
Yes.
But he's not a good dog.
No, he's a thief.
And it's because he's so smart.
Yes.
He was a really good puppy. Like, oh my God, like you potty trained him in like 24 hours.
Yes.
Like we taught him how to sit. Like he is so self-sufficient. Like he gets routine. He understands words.
He figures out patterns really quickly.
And then one day he just woke up and realized, oh, I have free will.
He's kind of a dick. He was like, I can be a dick on purpose.
And so he just starts to steal. He doesn't care about your personal space. He weighs the pros and cons of everything he does. And he realizes that like him getting in trouble doesn't really affect him.
Because we love him too much. Like I'm never actually going to him getting in trouble is like I put him in the bathroom.
Yeah. I locked him in there for a couple minutes.
For a couple of minutes. And he's like, worth it. I'll do the time.
Yeah.
Prison doesn't scare him.
No. Comedian Whitney Cummings just got engaged to pro skateboarder Chris Cole.
Good for them. We love love.
We love love. She joked on her Instagram caption saying basically like, thank God I get to get rid of this last name.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's good. And keep the same letter.
Yeah.
Because Whitney Cole is a great name.
Whitney Cole is a great name.
Whitney Cole sounds a little bit more like a singer than a comedian though.
Yeah.
Oh, have you heard of the new Whitney Cole record?
Whitney Cole.
It's kind of like adult contemporary.
Yes.
She's a singer-songwriter, Whitney Cole.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah. So she's engaged.
Whitney Cole opens for Norah Jones.
And the next we have Disney Plus announced a Very Jonas Christmas movie coming out this November.
You were serious? I thought you were joking.
No, they're literally coming out with the Jonas Brother Christmas movie.
Man, I love that. I love that.
I like that they're staying true to their like Disney roots, where they're like.
Yes.
I also am wondering if they're running out of a little bit of money. They've been doing a lot recently.
They seem to be.
Yeah.
Or they might be like, hey, we're getting to the age where we really can't have a comeback.
Yeah.
In like 10 years, you can't do a comeback.
Yeah. So like, let's do it now.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Do it now. Make as much as we possibly can. Then we'll pivot.
Yeah.
Kevin's going solo, baby. Finally.
I wonder the bonus Jonas will be in this movie.
He'll be like a PA.
Yeah. I know he is one of their openers, and I say one of their openers for their tour. They have several, and
so he has a career.
Yeah, I think he's trying to do music too.
Recently, or
I think recently when TikTok was really popping off, he was like big on TikTok, and then I think he got canceled for something.
Boo.
I think it was like one of those like his ex-girlfriend said he was mean or like something like that, and I was like, this feels like do we need to? Or maybe he had some bad opinions. I'm not even sure.
I don't even
like
care.
that's what I mean. But it's like it goes like you forget. Like I don't.
Yeah.
All I know is he kind of went away. It was like he was beloved, and then everyone was mean to him.
What's his name?
Frankie.
Frankie Jonas.
But I believe they're like Franklin Jonas is like his.
Franklin Jonas.
Franklin Jonas.
Who opens for the music with Whitney Cole.
Yeah. It has come out that Millie Bobby Brown has filed a bullying and harassment claim against David Harbour before the filming of the final season of Stranger Things. So sources basically said that there was multiple page complaints about his behavior and a multiple month investigation into it. And it ended with someone needing to be on set with Millie Bobby Brown during all the filming. But they did clarify that there was no sexual harassment claims.
Yeah,
it was something else.
He was just being a dick.
I think he was just being a dick.
I heard he's just kind of a dick.
Which is weird. I just would have thought he was the loveliest guy ever.
Or like a dick in like a endearing way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's always ribbing everyone.
They seem so tight. So I wonder what happened.
Like what? Yeah, what happened?
And it was interesting that it was like a low key, like this had happened and like it didn't really break until like right now. I don't know.
A little bit of my take is like, so because Lily Allen, his ex, released the album that was basically like a fuck you, David Harbour thing.
Yes.
Part of me is like, I wonder, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes when it rains, it pours a bit.
Yeah.
And I feel like I wouldn't be shocked if Lily and Millie are friends.
Yeah.
And if, I don't know, I totally believe her, and I totally buy him being just like an asshole in real life.
Totally.
But like, was she now all of a sudden more like, you know, he was a real asshole, like thinking more about things. I don't know. I hope it's one of those weird situations where it's like, I'm actually rooting for her to be wrong in this because I want him to be a good guy.
I want him to be good so bad, but man, I don't know. So it's strange. I wonder Stranger Things.
It's Stranger Things.
It is Stranger Things.
Hopefully it didn't like affect the final season plot too much.
I know. I hope so.
Because I hope it wasn't one of those things where it's like, hey, you know, the two characters who have like a really important relationship to the plot.
Yeah.
They're never in the same room at the same time. You're like, well, then how does the story fucking work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I saw this and I was very like, I wonder what happened. Because it was just like, it was the fact that it just was coming out after like filming had already like basically happened. And like, I don't know. It was just strange to me that it was kind of hush hush and then it coming out and then it was like, but the details were very low key.
Just like a big bummer all around.
Yeah, it is a big bummer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I was a big David Harbour girl.
I'm a huge David Harbour guy.
Because even with this divorce, I'm like, yeah.
I was kind of on his side. She seemed like
she has a pretty bad past too. So but then at the same time, I was like, well, then he married her.
Yeah, but I was
birds of a feather, you know, like it's
seems like two times. So I thought
she also cheated on her first ex-husband. Like
she's about as toxic as they come from reports and stuff. So it's like maybe this was a marriage of two toxic people.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Who's to say?
Yeah.
Who's to say?
Is that it?
And that is your skinny dip for the week.
And is that your podcast too? Because
I think that's it for the pod.
That's it for the pod. Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Love you guys. We're going to come back next week with a bunch of stuff. We have a bunch of stuff already prepped.
Yeah. And let me know what basketball
fan base what basketball team should you root for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really, this is a quest I'm really excited about. So
anyway, love you guys. Grab a pina colada, towel off.
Bye.
Bye.